What's up, Falcons fans? Falcon Blender here. Got Lil Sake and me. We're going to recap the Falcons-Rams game coming off our big win. I'm going to start off with saying, how I think the defense played. Sure, we gave up a ton of yards. We gave up over 350 yards to the Rams. Chris Givens had a really big game. Tavon Austin at times looked good, at times looked bad. But I think for the most part, our defense played pretty good to be on the field as long as they did. The Rams ran 12 more plays than we did. So what do you think we did today that you like?
I think we did really well. Especially, we met them already in 2010.
Right.
Of course, we won, every Falcon fans know that. It was 34-17.
Correct, yeah.
It was a blowout, I thought. And this game, it was really close. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of nervous,
Started coming back, yeah.
Oh,
and I think that's what you're going to have to look for when our defense plays. We have a lot of young guys. So I said, the very first video of the year, you're going to have to be patient with these guys. At times, the defense, they're going to leave guys wide open. They're going to rack up a lot of yards on us, but really the main stat is how many points we allow. And we scored more points than them. O.C. Manura had the big interception.
His first.
Tipped. First interception, can you believe that? You actually knew the stat, I didn't. He had me beat. Let's talk about the run defense. Played fantastic.
Oh, yeah, it was ridiculous. It was crazy. I thought
they had 69 total yards on us.
Yeah, exactly.
And Daryl Richardson only had 35. Let's talk about our run game. Steven Jackson.
Steven Jackson, a little injury there. Yeah. Of course, he got that touchdown. So
he got the
first touchdown.
First touchdown with the Falcons. Receiving, so that's a good thing. Jason Snelling came in at a really big spot.
Oh yeah, I was telling Collins there, he's gonna get a touchdown today. I can feel it, and you know what? When I said that, he got that touchdown. He got that critical
right
play.
Up the middle. Jason Snelling, since Brady Ewing he injured his shoulder, who knows how serious that is? We'll find out probably, before this video is even put on YouTube. It didn't look very good.
No, it looked really painful.
Jason Snelling's probably gonna come in and have a pretty big workload this year, which I like. Me and you are huge Jason Snelling fans, and I really like to see him running the ball, because when he runs the ball, usually he does really good.
He's pretty tough to take down. According to 2011, he didn't get to see a lot of action, but he really made those key plays in 2009 and 2010, and I'm thankful that he gets to play again, because he was beasting and feasting on the noobs today.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about Julio Jones and how good
he did. That was a great touchdown, man.
81 yards, career long. He had 1 touchdown. 182 receiving yards. Harry Douglas yet again comes in with 4 big catches.
He's really making these key plays nowadays.
So far, this is the best I've ever seen Harry Douglas.
Yeah, man.
I think he really needs to have a really good year if we want to keep him around. And so far, he's making it work. Other than that, Roddy White had a couple catches. Tony Gonzalez had 4 catches. Not really anything.
But a lot of injuries, though.
A lot of injuries.
It was crazy, though. So many injuries and so many fouls, too.
Corey Bierman went out of the game with an ankle. Sean Weatherspoon went out of the game with a foot injury. Asante Samuel went out with a neck problem. Who knows? Who knows if these are going to be serious or not? You have Roddy White banged up. He still needs a few more weeks. I'm not nervous, but at the same time, I'm kind of anxious to see just how serious these injuries are. But one player I look at on that defense that really surprised me and really stepped up, Joplo Bartu. How good did he play?
He played amazing.
He had some really good tackles. The Falcons struggle with tackling. We tend to like to hit players, especially the Dante Robinson days. And we really don't have those guys who can just, flat out make tackles. And it looks like Joplo might be that guy.
Of course, in this game we made so many tackles, it was ridiculous.
How about that William Moore tackle?
Oh man, that was crazy.
Oh my, that should be
one of the highlights of the game, man.
That might be the tackle of the year. Pick the guy, I don't even know who it was. Pick that little guy up.
It was the tight end, right?
Tight end.
Yeah, he just slams him down. That was crazy.
Matt Ryan, really good game.
Pretty good, yes.
Offensive line, I think.
Oh, they stepped up totally. If we played like that versus the Saints, I know we could have won.
When towards the third quarter, second quarter, where we see the Falcons get a big lead yet again and let them come back. I hate seeing that, but, as long as we win, we shouldn't say too much of it. The last 3 or 4 games, including this game, last 4 games, we've been up 10-0, 21-0, 17-0, and only won 1 of those games. Now 2. We got to watch out for that. These good teams like the 49ers, Saints, Seahawks, you can't let these guys come back on you because they'll really hurt you, and they'll probably win half the time because of how young our defense is. But I think for the most part the offensive line definitely played better.
Mm-hmm.
We did give up 2 or 3 sacks. This is still a learning progress. Lamar Holmes will continue to get better. Defensive line, we didn't get a sack.
No.
The Rams, kudos to them. They have not given up a sack for.
Yeah, they're pretty tough. I didn't think we would get a sack today, but
we got a lot of pressure on him though. It was like we almost got there, but we didn't. And there was a few rush throws, which I like to see. Tavon Austin had a few big key drops. They had a lot of penalties. Ironically, though, we both had the same amount of penalty yards, but for the most part,
penalties after penalties.
Yeah,
especially with the special teams.
Special teams, for the first, second quarter, they didn't cross the 20.
Oh yeah.
That was the best starting field position they had. They finally got a decent return, go back to 30 on a punt. Matt Bosher, big key punt right there.
Mm-hmm.
Val got it blocked in the end zone. Who knows what would have happened if they had blocked that punt? If they had blocked that punt, we could be talking about a loss to the Rams. But I've seen a lot of good things about Rams fans. They're really educated guys. I've talked to several of them on YouTube. Real good guys. They leave good comments. They don't hate. If we say something that kind of isn't right, then they're going to point it out and tell us. And I like that. We don't know all that much about the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
They're the youngest team in the NFL. I've always liked the Rams. We used to play with them in the West.
Yeah, they're a pretty decent team. I know some people say they're not that good, but I think even though they're young, I think they're gonna get a Super Bowl one day. You can tell. You can just feel it.
Yeah, like I said in the last video, it all runs through Sam Bradford, and he played good, but quite not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Who knows what the Rams will do? They're young. They'll continue to get better, but right now, this is our team for sure. I got the green screen working again. That's a real good thing. I'm gonna bring my lights back from my house, so it'll definitely be perfect for next time. We'll probably do a couple Sports Center type videos again, like we did last year. Twitter account is doing really well. Go ahead and follow us on Twitter at Falcon Planet. Tell us anything you want us to say in the videos. We will say it. Chat with us, follow us. We'll follow you if you give out good information. For the most part, we're not going to follow too many people, just because we're an informative site. You don't see the Atlanta Falcons Twitter page following a ton of people. They only follow people that they need to follow. So for the most part, we're just going to follow players and maybe a couple other people that we're good friends with. Also, I haven't told him, but we're going to be making T-shirts soon.
Oh, that's crazy.
If you want a Falcon Planet T-shirt to wear, probably be pretty cheap. So I'd say about $10-15 bucks.
Yeah, $10 sounds a reasonable
$10
price.
for a Falcon Planet T-shirt, I think that'd be pretty cool. We're gonna continue to promote our site. We do have a website. We haven't been using it lately. I'll probably get on there later today and check that out. Sports in the ATL. We've teamed up with him, so go ahead and check his account out. I'm sure most of y'all already have. He put some really good highlights up. A really good editor. He's actually going to be, helping me out with an opener. We're going to have a new opener soon. We're going to have a new logo soon. So, things are on the rise for Falcon Planet. We get the win. We're 1-1. We'll play the Miami Dolphins next week. That's going to be a big game. Got any closing statements?
Yeah, Robert McClain. He was beasting and feasting today. It was incredible. I was so proud of him.
Yeah. He's what's your nickname for him?
Claymore.
Claymore.
Exactly.
I think that's a good name that might stick. You have the Broncos, Von Doom, when they had Von Miller and Doomerville. Claymore. That's what we should start calling Robert McClain.
Could blow things up.
William Moore, what a man. But that's all we got for this time. Look for us Friday for our preview of the Dolphins game. It'll be a big game. So we'll see you later, guys. Falcon Planet signing out. Talk to you later.